What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Player back at it again with another Dragon Ball Super What If discussion. Today we're going to be talking about Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta versus Ultra Instinct Goku with all of the information that we have at the time of this recording. But before we jump right into it, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, as well as turn on your notifications to keep up to date with all of the latest discussions. Also guys, be mindful that we do dive into some heavy spoilers, so if you guys don't want to be spoiled as to things such as the Broly movie, make sure you guys click off the video right now. That's your spoiler alert warning. Anyway, we're about to jump right into it. So, the debate right now is that if Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta is stronger than Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, I want you guys to take a second, gather your thoughts, and write the comment down below right now. And let's just try to break it down. Before the end of the video, I want you guys to comment again and let me know where do you guys stand. So, what we do know is that fusion in general lasts about 30 minutes. Now, this is very variable because of the fact that if there's more power in the fusion being outputted, it can shorten the fusion, things of that nature. We also know Mastered Ultra Instinct for Goku lasted approximately about an episode, so about a minute, because each episode was about a minute in the Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power. So there's a minute versus 30 minutes potentially, but that can be cut down quite a bit. Now, if we bring up facts such as Jiren surviving against Ultra Instinct for at least 1 minute because he was about to be finished off by Goku, but he did survive a lot of the attacks, so it does have some sort of durability against people in that type of target range of power. And Broly did survive against Gogeta. They could have taken him out, but they decided not to. They could have actually went hunting for him, which Goku kind of did in a sense, but they became friends at the very end. So there's that specific example. But Ultra Instinct, Mastered Ultra Instinct, is an incredibly powerful ability, and it's something that not even the gods of destructions have, besides Beerus. According to the manga, he does have it. So Beerus is actually probably weaker than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta at this point in time, and even Mastered Ultra Instinct, that rivals Beerus. Now, my opinion on this matter is that as much as I love Mastered Ultra Instinct, I would have to say Goku in Mastered Ultra Instinct would not be able to defeat Gogeta unless it's only at this point in time he strengthens the time limit for the Mastered Ultra Instinct state. Ironically, even though it's Mastered Ultra Instinct and that he's mastered the form, in the very same episode where he was defeating Jiren, I think it was episode 130, I believe that's the exact episode, he ended up not really mastering it because it only lasted a minute and he could never tap back into it after that, and it really tore apart his body. So I would hardly call that mastered, but that's what we refer to it as, the white-haired form. And for 1 minute of battle, if Gogeta can last that 1 minute, Goku in his Ultra Instinct form, when it's white-haired, mastered, if you guys want to call it that, quote-unquote, he is going to be defeated. He's going to be absolutely destroyed. If Broly was able to take on the damage, if Jiren is about to take on the damage, and Gogeta is stronger than both of these beings, he would not be able to defeat Gogeta just because of the time limit factor on its very own. Now, when it comes to power levels, we're not exactly sure if he'd be able to beat him in raw power because they can take hits. Gogeta can take hits, and he's barely gotten scathed even in the Broly movie, so based on that fact alone, I would still have to say it's in Gogeta's favor. Now, if you want to compare it to other things such as Vegeta versus Gogeta, remember that argument? They did canonize and retcon a lot of things with the Vegeta fusion. They did really remove a lot of power from the guy, and even with this new movie, they further close that gap of power. Back in the day, before Gogeta was even canon, if we were to compare the movie Gogeta versus Vegeta, Gogeta's moveset, and a lot of people really held him to it, is because of the fact the way he tore apart Janemba with that Spirit Breaker Ball. Something about that move was just that detrimental that it made it seem like he was that much more powerful, but at the same time, Vegeta was the stronger fusion just because of the time limit in its own. Not counting just raw power level, that time limit is a very, very huge factor. They then decided to nerf that in the Goku Black arc with Zamasu and reduced that to 1 hour, and now with this new movie, not only did they canonize Gogeta, they also even claim that Gogeta is on the same level of power as Vegeta. It's just a different type of fusion and a different process of getting the same output of power. However, it's still only half an hour compared to 1 hour. So if they're on the same level of power and there's a different time limit, the battle will continue as long as that time limit will, because it's the same exact fighters, and you're telling me that they wouldn't be able to counter exactly what the other person is thinking, because it is the same person in a sense. So it makes sense for the time limit to be the factor of winning, and because of that detriment, I don't see Mastered Ultra Instinct beating Gogeta just because it's so unpredictable in that state. Yes, Gogeta's fusion can last a lot shorter, but if you only have 1 minute to work with in Ultra Instinct, in all of the cases we've seen it, it's barely lasted a minute or two. You can't really say that you're going to defeat Gogeta. It would have to be another level of power or mastery to be able to take him on. Real quick, guys, I want you guys to comment down below with your thoughts and opinions on this matter. Do you still believe Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, and why? I'm looking forward to reading this because a lot of people still stand by the fact that the Ultra Instinct form is the end-all be-all, and it is the form where the body moves on its own. However, it won't last as long as it possibly can because of the limit on the body. It's almost similar to that of Kaioken with the damage it does on the person's body. Remember that moment where we all thought Frieza had betrayed Goku and there was this giant splat of blood on the screen? The screen had turned black and it looked like something sliced right through him. That's the detriment it does to Goku's body. Fusion in the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta fusion does not do this. This is something that's very, very admirable about the form, and that's actually better than Ultra Instinct in a way. Even after the first fight with Jiren, when he first showed Ultra Instinct Omen, Goku was left in a very, very paralyzed state. That's a huge detriment to battle. This is why Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta would still win, and it's the more reliable form. However, remember, this is an opinion. This is based on the facts given at this moment in time in the show. I want you guys to let me know if you guys agree and if I'm completely wrong. If I'm completely dead wrong, you have all right to dislike the video and comment down below with your thought and opinion. But does this mean that Ultra Instinct will never ever become stronger than Gogeta? I did not say that. What I'm saying is at this point in time, it's only 1 minute versus 30. 1 minute versus even 10. As long as there's more time in that Gogeta form, it will always be Ultra Instinct. There's no way Goku will just run up and kill him just like that. He would have to dodge attacks and countless attacks at that in 1 minute versus Gogeta, who has a really, really high defensive capability on his own. If you guys have seen the Broly movie, you don't even have to see that. You'd have to see just the trailer. Look at the way Gogeta's body moves. It moves almost on its own in its entirety as well. It's like he did the same exact thing that Ultra Instinct Goku did to Jiren versus Broly. Gogeta was literally surfing on the moves. Basically what Goku did against Kefla. It's almost a similar type of movement. However, it's not the same. It's not the same form, and it's very different. However, if it can reach that level of movement, I think he has a very, very good chance, more than likely, that he is much stronger than Mastered Ultra Instinct at this point in time. However, I'm going to play devil's advocate. At this point in time, if Goku was to do a certain thing to actually level the playing field, there is a way he could win. If Mastered Ultra Instinct wasn't playing around, but remember, this is Goku, he'd want to test it out and try his abilities. If he wasn't playing around and went completely all out in the very start of the fight, from literally the moment he powers up, which almost never happens unless you're Trunks, it's likely that a scenario could happen where he runs up to Gogeta, gets an incredibly powerful hit. He literally either decimates the guy or he smacks Goku and Vegeta out of fusion. If he does this, he wins the battle, because Goku and Vegeta, even in their separated state right now, in Super Saiyan Blue at their maxed out potential, would not be able to take on Ultra Instinct Goku. It's just not going to work that way. Both of them used Super Saiyan Blue Evolution as well as Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 and weren't even able to face Jiren back before Jiren had powered up. It just wouldn't make sense. That is probably the only case scenario at this point in time where Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku wins. So, to end this video off, final thoughts: Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, much stronger than the mastered quote-unquote Ultra Instinct form. I just don't believe Goku would be able to survive longer than a minute without that form tearing apart his body against Gogeta, himself and Vegeta, someone that knows his fighting style and would be able to counter most of the things that he's doing. It just wouldn't work that way. That's why Gogeta is superior at this point in time. Later down, when they revive the series and bring back Moro and even more of some of the other characters in the new Galactic Patrol Prisoner arc, there are chances for Mastered Ultra Instinct to go above and beyond. Even Ultra Instinct Gogeta isn't phased out. It's just a little bit more far-fetched. You just can't phase that out though, because one of the beings in that fusion did actually activate it. So remember, back with Whis' training, both of them, if they attacked as one unit, Whis did say nothing would be able to stop them. And guess what they've done here? This is the end-all be-all. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below yet again with your thoughts and opinions. Smash that like button if I've managed to keep you entertained and that I have a point here in what I'm saying. Also, turn on notifications for more debates and discussion like this. I appreciate your viewership so much. Thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy your day. Thank you. Bye.